Hi, this is Dr. Gale, and writing a conclusion with regards to an academic paper is a little bit different than what you may be used to thinking about as a conclusion. So this presentation is about how to write a conclusion that is different than what you may be thinking. So there are different types of conclusions. A strong conclusion synthesizes information, and I'll get into this a little bit in detail in a minute, as opposed to a weak one summarizes. So the idea is when you summarize and you recant what you've just written in a paper, it's a little bit redundant. I mean, why bother? You've already you read the paper, why should you have to repeat it? So that's weak, and strong is synthesis. Strong gives a sense of completeness. It wraps it up. Weak sounds like that there should be more information coming forward. And strong leaves a final impression, and weak leaves the reader with so what. So synthesis in a conclusion is a combination of ideas to form a new theory. So the idea is that you're analyzing your paper. When you analyze, you might be referring to what the original author wrote in the paper, but the main thing you're doing is you're presenting an argument. You are arguing about what the writer is saying. You're not buying into what the author is saying. You are questioning constantly what is being written, because just because they're an author and just because it's scholarly does not necessarily mean that the information they have is accurate. Or, there's all kinds of biases. There's assumptions that writers make in their writing. There are assumptions that you make in your writing. So these assumptions are things that you can analyze and discuss in more detail. So when you come up with when you do your analysis and you come up with these new ideas, you also form a new theory. So it's a combination of ideas to form a new theory. It's the creation of something different. So it's a recreation. It challenges the reader. It's thought-provoking. It looks to the future. And it poses questions. It's definitely a recreation, and it could be in the form of a challenge to the reader. It could be in the form of looking to the future, considering what would be happening next or what might take place in the future, and it could raise questions. So a strong conclusion is a synthesis. It paraphrases the arguments raised. Those are your arguments, not the author's. Your arguments that you have raised that are contrary to what the author has written. It supports your arguments. You reach your own conclusions. You reach your own conclusions based on your arguments, and you not necessarily agreeing with the author. In fact, it's better if you don't agree with the author. It gives a sense of completeness, and it leaves a final impression. So that's basically what a conclusion is. It's not a summary. It's the creation of new ideas that have resulted as a result of the analysis.